Soaked from head to toe, the man fought to stay alive. He used his knife to split a bullet in half, but instead of dry gunpowder, a few drops of river water spilled out. Shivering violently from the cold, Chris took out another bullet. He knew that if the rest were soaked too, he wouldn't make it out alive. Thankfully, this one hadn't been ruined by the water. He poured the gunpowder from the casing onto a piece of wood. Enduring the brutal -20-degree weather, he snapped nearby branches into small pieces, and placed them next to the powder. Then he picked up another bullet, grabbed his knife, and repeatedly struck the base of the cartridge. But after struggling for a while, his uncontrollable shivering made it impossible to focus. Chris knew that if this continued, he would freeze to death. He forced himself to stay calm. This time, he secured the bullet in place, pressed the tip of the knife against the base, then grabbed a rock, and hammered the handle of the knife over and over. Finally, with the spark igniting the powder, a life-saving flame burst to life. But the danger wasn't over. Before the enemies hunting him could find him, Chris had to eliminate every threat. As the fire grew stronger, he stripped off his soaking wet shirt. Looking at the gunshot wound in his arm, he grabbed a bottle of alcohol and took a hard swig, then poured the rest directly onto the wound. The moment the alcohol touched the injury, he couldn't help but cry out in pain. He shoved his removed sock into his mouth, picked up the knife, and while letting out muffled screams, used his pants to wipe and clean the blade. After bracing himself, he pressed the tip of the knife into the wound, and dug the bullet out of his arm. But that was only the first step. To prevent infection, he placed the knife into the fire. When the blade turned red hot, he clenched his teeth, and pressed the heated metal against the wound on his arm.